Peace, family. I'm Vyoshi.
And I'm your girl, Cheryl.
Many of y'all know us as Melanated Mushrooms. Some of you know us as teaching artists at Rainy Institute.
We'll be here talking about life experiences, all while creating live.
Arts, herbs, mushrooms, food, and whatever we're creating in the moment.
Come for the creativity, stay for the community.
Maybe this is for you.
Maybe it's not. But everything ain't for everybody.
Hey.
Yep. Damn, why I look a little off center. Like, I need to scoot over some more this way. How y'all doing? How y'all's doing? Peace, family. I'm Vyoshi.
And I'm your girl, Cheryl. We're here to create, educate, and celebrate. And today we're celebrating the godfather of rap, nourishing ourselves with an herbal tea, diving into the benefits of medicinal mushrooms, and taking time to grow physically, spiritually, and intentionally. And we'll also show you a simple plant-based alternative you can make at home. What's up, y'all?
What's going on? Welcome to Everything Ain't for Everybody. Waiting on some folks to pour in. How was y'all week? What you got planned for the weekend? I know we had a eventful. What was that, last week? No, not last week, but yesterday, basically, because we got the grandkids yesterday. Spent some time with them. Worked on some things, which we'll be talking about in the Let's Grow segment. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to Dave. What
hey,
up?
mate.
Appreciate you
How
joining
you
us, bro. Hey, that's a fact.
If you got up this morning, you winning.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
Another day to change. Another day to change.
Yes, and we appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People always want to mope and, you know what I'm saying, consider the time that you always have left. That's sort of what we was talking about with the grandkids, too, about being grateful for what you got, like understanding. And I think that's what goes with teaching kids and taking kids to volunteer places like farms, homeless shelters, to show them like what it's like to be a little bit less fortunate or a lot less fortunate than what they have going on at home. So maybe that'll make them appreciate not only the things that they get, but you as well. Yep. Appreciate
Absolutely.
you, bro. Yes, sir. Always nothing but love. Yes.
So
let's start this thing off. Who the grandfather, what we said? The godfather of hip hop is who we're about to talk about.
Yep. And so it's someone who is one of the most influential.
Sound like you want to say influenza. Say that 5 times fast.
Influential writers and musicians of our time.
Mm-hmm.
You want to say his name?
Gil Scott-Heron. Not Jill Scott. Gil Scott-Heron. Yeah. Some said he was not only the godfather of hip hop, but also played a major part in how neo soul was created.
Well, while you talking, I'm gonna go ahead and start the engraving.
Oh yeah.
And then we can get into the video.
All right. So Cheryl finna start the engraving of Mr. Gil Scott-Heron. You want me to go ahead and hit these facts about Mr. Gil?
Yep.
Are you good? So Mr. Gil Scott-Heron. Let me see if I could get this thing up. I don't know. You ain't show me how to do this, you know?
Just wait till I hear.
But I could do that part. Oh, let me read this comment while Cheryl get that. They ain't laughing. He's probably laughing at me. Oh, willy-nilly.
Well, let's play the. We'll go ahead and
we'll
play
go
the
to the video, then I'll tell you more about Mr. Gil Scott-Heron.
Yes. Let me go to the.
What you didn't. Gil was named after his father, Gil Heron, the first black soccer player for Celtic FC. He penned his first volume of poetry at just 12 years old. His debut novel, The Vulture, was published when he was just 20. Gil was one of 3 students to desegregate his junior high school in Tennessee. He met his musical partner, Brian Jackson, at Lincoln University. Together, they created music that influenced neo-soul, jazz, hip-hop, blues, poetry, and spoken word. In addition to being an activist, recording artist, writer, and touring around the world, did you know he was also a full-time lecturer at the University of the District of Columbia? Click below for the full documentary.
So now,
Yeah, those were just the little facts about Mr. Gil Scott-Heron. What's up with your comment? What Dave say? Not before that.
that's
what I'm saying.
How to do.
Left me high and dry, Dave. I know how to do some things, but I'm like, come on, you ain't even put the joint up there for me first.
Help him out, sure.
For real. Stall me out. For real. So, Mr. Gil Scott-Heron, the godfather of hip hop, and also the godfather of neo-soul.
Okay.
Influential. So, Mr. Gil Scott-Heron was born on April 1st, 1949 in Chicago, Illinois, Chi-Town. Some refer to him, as we said, the godfather of rap. Gil Scott-Heron wasn't just a musician. He was a revolutionary voice who wielded jazz, soul, and poetry as weapons against injustice, according to Culture Trip. I think that was a group they had or whatever, or I'm not sure, but I know he met his musician partner in school. They say imagine Bob Dylan infused with the rhymes of Marvin Gaye, with the rhythms of Marvin Gaye, spitting lyrics that tackle everything from poverty to racism to political corruption and the Vietnam War. Sounds kind of familiar what's going on now. So his spoken word masterpieces like The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. That's what most people, you hear that often now. So he's still living on just through that phrase alone.
We get that video that we can show after.
Oh, yeah. Whitney on the Moon resonated. Who?
Whitey.
Oh, Whitney. Whitey on the Moon. Oh, that's I already know what it is. It probably, I'm surprised it didn't fall on the glove for it. But Whitey on the Moon resonated with a generation yearning for change, according to Pitchfork. He gave voices to the voiceless. His soulful music was a soundtrack for the Black Panther movement and the Black Power movement and beyond. His influence didn't stop there. He was a novelist, a social activist, and a pioneer of what would become known as hip hop. So, though often overlooked by mainstream history, which is why we created this space anyway, you see that phrase, overlooked by mainstream history. Just because it ain't mainstream don't mean you got to be clueless to it. Gil Scott-Heron's impact remains undeniable. He challenged listeners to think critically. Ooh, I love that. To fight for what's right and to never stop demanding a better world. His music still carries a potent charge. His words are a reminder that the revolution must continue, even if it's not broadcasted on prime time. So a lot of the work that people do, like Mr. Gil Scott-Heron, was done in the shadows. Like you don't always need, and that's kind of me and Cheryl's vein too. You don't always need accolades, a pat on the back, because some of those things aren't going to be there when you're doing the work. So you got to learn how to do the work without those things. Like people come and join the movement and join your movement and what you got going on. That's cool, but you got to be the engine and the motor. I mean, I'm just being real. Like if people don't see the passion, and that's like what else? If people don't see the passion that you have for what you got going on, they're not going to join you. They're not going to believe you. They don't think that you really about that life until you demonstrate.
Right. And here is Gil Scott himself.
Facts. That's real life talk, man. So the revolution will not be televised wasn't something to say, oh, well, this may not be something you see on TV. Initially, they was just letting you know the thing that changes you, the catalyst that makes you want to change or change the world. It may not even be something on TV. It may be something you read in a book. It may be something a little child said to you to, you know what I'm saying, flip that switch. So that's the message behind oh, he said no volume. Do you still hear us, Dave? Still no volume?
Can you hear us? Oh man.
Oh, the volume from the clip. Well, what he was saying in the clip though was what I just said. So in short, yeah, we'll figure that out. But he was basically saying, yeah, the revolution, that phrase, the revolution will not be televised, was to say it may not be something on TV or something dynamic that changes your life. You like, oh, now I see the light. It could be something as simple as you talking to your niece and nephew, your grandkids, politicking with friends, and just realizing, oh, I got to make a change because this is what I want to do.
He's saying that change, it starts within your mind.
Yep. That's a fact. That's a fact. Who was that before? What's up,
oh,
Lee?
Hey. I thought that was made.
What's up, Lee?
Hey, sweet.
Glad you could join us. Yeah, we're just trying to educate about Mr. Gil Scott-Heron, who was the godfather of not only hip hop but also neo soul. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. And then I think, I think it's almost done. Look, you talking about perfect timing. So what does that saying say?
So,
and he did some good camera work this time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gonna say
this not this time, but you know, says the man that didn't even know how to read the.
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, let's see that thing. Can we make that bigger?
I'm trying to see.
You could just make that go big.
Let me take this off.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me go.
Remember, you're going to have to hold it when you raise it, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's one of the sayings that I found out Mr. Oh, man, that was perfect. But, you know, Mr. Gil Scott-Heron said, and that quote is, back it up just a little bit. Back it up some. Boom. Yeah, perfect. Nobody can do everything. Y'all see that? Ooh, that looks so clean. Nobody can do everything, but everybody could do something. That's a call to action if I ain't never heard one before, man. Like, ain't nobody asking you to change the world by yourself, but in your little corner, not little, in your corner, in your spot of the world, you the one to make the difference because other people are going to see that and they're going to want you to make the difference. As long as they heard me. I know you can't see me, but I know you hear me. So.
Did y'all hear him?
Yeah, I mean. So what's next? What's next?
Hold on, let's take that off. Hold on, I had to get my you ready? You probably better on the thing.
So that is the phrase. Nobody can change everything, but everybody could change something. Huh? If y'all hear the dog, we got the dog, but it's too nice not to have some element outside. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get the
this beautiful spring equinox is upon us. I hope y'all getting them gardens and whatnot together.
Let's see here, Dave. So we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dave.
I appreciate you, bro. I think we might start giving these away or selling them or something, man. I don't know. We got so many that we've accumulated from each show, so we might do a little show where,
I was thinking about making a collage.
And we could raffle it off because we are starting. The Flip Foundation is live and on the move, so we might do a raffle with those things off in support of our nonprofit. think that'd be a good idea.
So now that we've taken a moment to honor Gil Scott-Heron
Mm-hmm.
and reflect on his legacy, it's time to shift into something a little more grounding and nourishing.
That made me bring my Rasta.
It's tea time.
Hey.
Healing doesn't always have to be complicated. It can start with something as simple as a tea.
Even though this coffee.
And it is.
Yeah.
And today we're brewing a special herb blend with chamomile. What else?
A tea that we
Willow
finna be putting in rotation. We got chamomile, willow bark, holy basil, or tulsi, and passion flower. Yep. Oh,
All
I actually
right.
remember when I.
So, anyways, so well, this combination it helps with pain, and here's just a little video to show you that.
We know everybody have a little bit of pain.
Yes. Hold on, let me get started on this side. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, that was for that. We didn't have to watch him drink it.
Even though I do like that or whatever, but if you're wondering what that is that he was pouring, if you get into these teas or you want to get into these teas, get you a nice little French tea press that can actually hold some stuff in there. And you see a lot of the same herbs in some of the teas that we use. Like you're gonna repeatedly see chamomile, tulsi, which is holy basil, and the new ones, passion flower, which we have too, and willow bark. But you basically just carousel of different herbs that you're using in your teas to get those properties in you. Now those right there were for pain, and I say you should use those because look, you could be outside right now growing your own pain reliever. A cup a day, as opposed to when you get into pain and now you got to go to CVS or somewhere and get something either over the counter or something that's gonna tear your stomach up like Tylenol.
And how many ingredients? It was just like it's what 4 herbs, and then you can also make those herbs into a sauce. So not only are you healing yourself on the inside, you're doing it on the outside as well. So you want to get a combination of both. So,
and the longer you steep them, the more powerful they are.
Yep. So chamomile is a versatile herb known for promoting relaxation, like you said in the video, improving sleep, easing anxiety, supporting digestion, and soothing skin irritations, which I know we went over last week, I believe.
And willow bark offers a natural pain relief, anti-inflammatory effects, fever reduction, and antioxidant support, largely due to its active compound. Let me see if I can say this right. Salicin. I don't know. I probably got it right.
Come on, get out of here. So tulsi, also known as holy
I
basil,
love that.
is a powerful adaptogen herb that supports stress management, immunity, metabolic health, and overall wellness.
We also talked about metabolic systems last week as well. So this would be a nice one to add into that. And also tulsi, that holy basil, is real good in soups and stuff. So you can use it. It has culinary effects and aspects to it too. Passion flower offers calming, self-promoting sleep promoting, and anxiety reducing effects, along with potential support for menopause. Ladies, listen up. You ain't got you got menopause. If you right there and then menopause knocking on your door,
having them hot flashes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cardiovascular health, which we also talked about last week, and mild pain relief. So a combination of all these things, and you add you some reishi in that thing, cinnamon sticks, like you could go crazy with it. There's so many different things you can do. That's why I recommend people do get a tea press. Even though I sip coffee, I try to get teas into our everyday routine as well.
Yeah. So he said, yeah.
To me.
They love that quote.
Right. That's hard. That's hard. He said a mouthful then. No volume in the clip.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
I think it was the T clip. Oh, we got to figure that out. I don't know.
I'm so okay. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm gonna see.
So Dave says, how does Tylenol tear up your stomach? So it can cause stomach bleeding.
Your liver
but it can cause stomach bleeding if you take it excessively. We once worked with this guy named Joey in the housing authority. I don't know if he's still with us or whatever, but he had those type of issues, and we came to find out from him finding out that it was just years of taking Motrins and Tylenols or whatever. So we just trying to offer it. And then if that's what, you know what I'm saying, some people take they need that quick fix or whatever, but we just want to offer an alternative to that. That's all.
Let me know. I'm about to play this again. Let me know if you can hear it, because it could be the way I
shared it or not shared it.
I had did something different. So hold on, let me see.
Press play and then go back.
I'm gonna go here. Okay, so let me know if y'all can hear it now. Oh no.
Chamomile, 1 tablespoon a day, anti-inflammatory and promotes calmness. Willow bark, 1 tablespoon a day, nature's pain reliever and anti-inflammatory. Tulsi, 1 tablespoon a day, adaptogenic herb and promotes overall calmness.
Let us know if y'all can hear that.
Passion flower, 1 tablespoon a day, natural pain relief and relieves muscle tension.
Can y'all hear it?
1 glass a day.
Good. No bueno.
Was y'all able to hear that?
You see, but we could.
Okay. Hey, what's up, fam?
The Ones Detective Agency is in the building. Peace to the family. Yeah, you probably close it out now. Oh, okay.
Okay, we good. Okay, so I know. All right, what I did.
I'm gonna say she figured it out, Dave, but I'm gonna say we figured it out.
How? You didn't do anything.
I was assisting.
Okay, you know. Okay, so all right, I'm glad I figured that out.
Get out of here.
What's up, fam?
My bro Uno in there. Probably tired after getting to that man. But bro, the fact that you started building that raised bed, like that's what I'm talking about. That to us, that's how we get our accolades when our friends and family move towards some of the information and stuff that we putting out here. Like I don't have to be on the news, Fox, anything otherwise. I don't need no trophies. I don't need no big award ceremonies. Bro, I do this work. We do this work because we believe God called us to do this work. That's the purpose. Like when you find your purpose, I'm talking about something that you would do whether money was involved or not. That's what I'm on. And like that, man, my kid, not my kids, I feel like they're my kids, but my grandkids, like we just harvested, or I harvested for them, but they just grew their first mushrooms, man. Like, that's what I'm talking about, generational change. And that's what I think about. The same thing Gil Scott-Heron said. You know what I'm saying? You got to change the world, and from how you see fit, from your spot, your corner, doing what you can do presently. Like, you ain't got to overdo it, man. And get with some good people that's trying to change the world so y'all can change the world together.
Hey. Yes.
Yes, sir, mob. You already
Yeah,
know.
I know that's why everything is we. Yes, because you can't do it alone.
Yeah. Yep.
It's too much stuff to do. Oh my gosh.
For real, man. Trying to be a trying to be a one-man show or a one-woman show, like, all you gonna do is hurt yourself, man. Straight up.
Yes.
Yep. So what we moving on to next, my love? What's next on the agenda?
Okay, I'm glad we figured that out.
Oh yeah, so y'all could hear.
Yeah,
because these next clips. Don't get me to preaching, Dave. Hey, I'm gonna be Pastor Clements in a minute. Not either Pastor or Deacon Clements, because my grandfather, he was a deacon, and I got to watch him talk, serve the church every Sunday, bro. Every single Sunday. And they would always give me $5 every Sunday night. Knowing what I know now, like, man, I should have been putting that into the bank or what. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Can't do something you wasn't taught. But now, what I'm doing with my grandkids, I'm remembering those times. So now I'm on them, man. That's why I got them growing mushrooms, tasting microgreens. Like, I'm determined for them to be different. Whatever that is, just be different. Don't do the carbon copy thing of everybody else, man.
Yeah. So now that we got a recipe for our herbal tea for the nourishment for the body, it's time for our quick fungi spotlight.
Now remind you, I like the cha-cha.
This is 5 Minute Fungi. This is where we dive into one powerful mushroom and why it is so good for you. And today we're shining the light on Tremella.
Tremella.
Yeah.
Anybody ever?
Have y'all heard of Tremella?
Anybody ever heard of the mushroom Tremella? Let us know in the comments. Have you ever heard anything about Tremella? T to the R to the E to the.
Also, though, we can show.
Welcome back to Spore and Sprout. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an anti-aging serum using the Tremella mushroom. Tremella is rich in natural polysaccharides, which help to deeply hydrate and retain moisture, giving your skin a radiant and plump appearance. The polysaccharides promote collagen synthesis in the skin, which helps boost skin elasticity and minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. We start by simmering the dried Tremella mushrooms in a pot of distilled water. Almost right away, you'll notice the Tremella mushrooms expanding in size as they absorbed a large amount of water. The pot is covered with a lid while it is allowed to simmer for 30 minutes while stirring every 5 minutes. After it is simmered for 30 minutes, more distilled water is poured in to cover the mushrooms and then is allowed to simmer for another 30 minutes. The added water will help make up for the displacement from all the absorbed water by the Tremella mushroom.
Off center.
After 1 hour of simmering the Tremella mushrooms, they are filtered through a mesh strainer, and the mushrooms are set aside while we collect the liquid.
Squish.
All that goodness.
Look at that. You can kind of see the thickness to it.
It's supposed to be gelatinous.
After filtering the tremella mushrooms, the liquid is returned to the pot where we will simmer without a lid to reduce the liquids all the way down.
Hold on. Said no. Sweet. Can't hear us?
After most of the water has been evaporated, the solution is filtered through a coffee filter to remove any of the small mushroom particles that could have slipped through the mesh strainer.
Man, you want to go to the rave.
Is it? Oh, my God.
After the solution has been filtered, it can now be poured into a dropper bottle.
I would have used a mini funnel, but that's just me.
You got some corn skills.
It's in their hands.
And I think, I don't know if it's plastic or not, but I know that the dropper isn't plastic, but the container, it looks like it.
And what you want to use an amber bottle?
Yeah, so it doesn't degrade. So it don't degrade any constituents that's in it.
Yeah, you would like to use an amber bottle versus having clear.
Yeah, and glass.
Those little brown. Yep.
Amber glass bottle.
With each application, the serum's potent blend of nutrients and hydration embraces your skin, infusing it with a renewed sense of vitality.
Yep.
Yep, so that was Tremella.
Run through some comments real fast.
Oh yeah, let's come here. It's like that. Yes, when my girls were young, I had them do the $1 a day in the shoebox. Now that they're older, they have better credit than me.
See, that's what it's about, bro.
You gotta teach them while they're young.
People always want to give their kids things that they never received, but I don't even think that's the way. The way is teaching them things that you weren't taught.
Yeah, because I wish I was taught that.
Yeah, that's how you're going to improve the family structure and everything, man. And their kids going to learn some things that they would, you know what I'm saying? So on and so on. You're supposed to be building that foundation.
Hey, thank you.
I know, man.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Hey, yo, what it do, Des?
Hey,
what's going on, bro? Appreciate you tapping in with us today.
Yes, thank you for tuning in, fam.
Yep. And then also I remember Uno last week was asking about skincare regimens on the ones Detective Agency show. Y'all should check that out. 9:30 Monday through Friday, and sometimes Saturday cases 9.
You said 9:30, 9:05.
I mean 9:05 a.m. and 9:05 p.m. But yeah, so that would be like the second. That serum would be something you would use after you use something like a toner or whatever to get the strip and all the dirt and all that off your face, and then you rehydrate your face.
And so Tremella is good for collagen.
Mm-hmm.
So to replace that.
Collagen production.
Yeah. So let's see. For skin hydration and beauty, Tremella polysaccharides can hold up to 500 times their weight in water, penetrating the skin more effectively than hyaluronic acid, improving moisture retention, elasticity, Oh, what's wrong with you, Dad? Elasticity and protection against UV
you
damage.
did good because that other word, I was ready to push to that. I wasn't even finna try.
It's also good for immune support. So not only can you use it for your skin, you can make it as a soup.
So you hear that? UV against UV damage. So the same thing you using to sunscreen with all these chemicals and unnatural things, you can just make you a Tremella serum and apply that to your skin before you having a day out.
Yeah, and also eating it. We haven't tried it, eating it yet though.
Speaking of which, but I think can't really see it because it's bright. I think it'd be that light sometimes.
But the beta-glucans act as a prebiotic fibers and immune modulators, enhancing lymphocyte activity, the T cell and B cell proliferation, and natural killer NK cell function.
Yep, and the nickname of this is the snow fungus. So you can go to your regular Asian market, either ask if they got Tremella or ask if they carry the snow fungus.
Yeah, anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Tremella reduces NF-κB, a key driver in inflammation, and neutralizes free radicals, supporting overall cellular health. And then also helps with metabolic health. There I go again.
Yeah, metabolic.
Preliminary studies suggest Tremella supplementation may reduce hemoglobin A1C and waist circumference in pre-diabetic individuals.
That's that nurse talk.
And then it also helps with cognitive and lung support. Early research indicates potential benefits for cognitive function and lung health, including mucus clearance and lung repair support.
So this might go good with some mullein, some thyme, those things that clear that mucus up out your lungs.
So we said, wow, Barley actually brought this mushroom before at the Asian market. Oh, so what y'all do with it? Did y'all do skincare with it?
Yeah, did y'all do skincare or did y'all eat it? Yeah.
Yeah, so you never know what
because even with this, like y'all saw him boil it and then drain the liquid and use the liquid, but even after that, you can still eat those the Tremella because it kind of takes the texture of like a noodle. Now I've seen people with recipes that make garlic noodles and just chop up the Tremella and add it to the garlic Thai noodles, the Thai garlic noodles, and eat it. So you ingesting your skin routine and you're also applying it to your skin. Everything starts in the gut. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and this is a new mushroom that we're researching and experimenting with. So
exactly. That's what helped black not crack. That's what helped black not crack.
Yeah, you don't have to put all those chemicals and stuff on it. They got a mushroom that can work, that can be more effective than the chemicals.
Yeah, Dave, make some of that. Like, shoot, for real, let us know how it went. Let us know how, like, if you use it throughout the week or the month. Right.
Oh, but you don't. That's
Tremella.
Okay. So, I'm going to look into that because I know there's other herbs and other stuff that you can use for a natural sunscreen.
Yeah, I never thought we should be screening the sun anyway. I want all my vitamin D.
We can do a recipe next week. We could do a recipe for a sunscreen. So we'll have that next week. Yeah.
Thank you for bringing that up, Dave. Putting that in the thought process. So where we at with it? What's our next segment?
So now that we've learned a little more about Tremella and how mushrooms can support our bodies and minds, it's time to turn inward and talk about growth in our own lives.
That don't make y'all want a Millie Rock?
So welcome to Let's Grow Together, our space to reflect on what we're cultivating physically and spiritually, and to hold each other accountable.
Straight up.
So this is where we share progress, set intentions, and support each other as a community.
This is not a place of judgment.
We talk about the physical growth, so what you're growing physically, and then spiritual growth, your personal growth, like habits, mindsets, goals.
So let's talk this thing, kick this thing off physically. What are y'all growing? What have y'all done on the road to grow? Has anybody put any work in those raised beds, those garden beds? I know my bro Uno has. He done sent us the footage, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, get into it, and it's beneficial. It's like it's proven, scientifically proven, that when you put your hands into the soil, all those microbes and stuff are stress relieving, anxiety relieving, depression relieving. It's like God already
feel good.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
So you work with that soil.
This is very educational.
I appreciate you, bro. That's what we try to bring it to our folks in a way that they could understand it, from us.
So we create, educate, and celebrate.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. We want you to leave and go out and explore and find like,
That's so glad to know what to do with this mushroom now. Riley bought it and I had no idea what to do with it. Oh, so now, so now you already get it. So,
so
definitely some pictures and stuff.
Actually, sweet, y'all make skincare products.
Hello.
So it's only right to throw that Tremella in there, boost that thing up.
Helps with the
I could just imagine some of that in y'all shea butter. Woo.
Oh yeah. For facial cream with the strawberry was that strawberry shortcake? Yes. So what seeds are y'all planting this week?
Yeah, what y'all been planting? So for us, like I said, I'm gonna start it off where I had started off back then. It was just a joy yesterday, man, to show my grandkids what they actually grew. Like, I think a couple of episodes, we was outside in the backyard and we showed y'all us, getting the raised beds right and putting the spent mushrooms blocks in there. So went back, yesterday? And all the things that they had built up, I was able to harvest some mushrooms from exactly what they did and show them, like, this is the benefit of putting in the work or prior to that delayed gratification, man. It's like, you did this a couple weeks ago and you wasn't thinking about it. Y'all playing the game and doing whatever. And guess what we ate yesterday? The mushrooms my grandkids harvested.
Here they go.
Look at that. Small but mighty to me.
These are ones that they did outside.
Yeah, our grandkids did this outside. These ain't even mushrooms from our tents or whatever. They got out there, broke up that spent block with their hand, layered it with newspaper, layered it with leaves. Like, come on now.
And they ate it yesterday.
Yeah. They ate what they grew. Now that's to me, that's revolutionary.
Oh, you know what made me happy? My youngest, my Virgo baby, he said, you got some more of that mushroom tea?
Yeah, I'm talking about when you putting nothing on. Like, they asking for the mushroom tea. So it's proven, man. All you got to do is lead the kids. They gonna come back to it. Put that thing in them subliminally. Subliminally. Say subliminally.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers.
Ooh.
What's that?
And cabbage.
What's that other thing? That song?
Beans, tomatoes. Beans. Oh, most definitely.
I want to do cabbage.
That sounds like a fire crop, bro. That sounds like a fire crop.
Are you gonna trellis your cucumbers?
Mm-hmm.
And then I know for the tomatoes, I don't know if you're doing the indefinite ones or the big ones. Yeah. And then make sure you do a repellent with the grow something, companion plant with the cabbage. So,
but we're gonna be here to help assist, bro, every lead way. I'm just so proud of you for even starting to like clearing out that garden bed and getting it ready and prepped. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Those are the times when I ain't trying to scare nobody or nothing like that. But like, why wouldn't you want to be able to just go to the backyard or go to your basement and get everything that your family need to sustain it nutritionally throughout the day. Like not even taking the grocery store out of the equation. Now imagine if everybody on the block, or at least 4 or 5 people that you fool with in your neighborhood on the block, do the same thing but grow different crops. That's a grocery store, bro.
Yes.
That's a grocery store.
It feels so good to grow your own food, and then when you actually eat it and it's so good, you like, damn, I grew this.
Like sometimes we take money out. We, like I said before, we got farmer friends who grow different things from okra, squash, tomatoes, melons, or whatever.
Everything.
Bro, we just pull up on them. We like, hey, y'all want to trade some mushrooms for the, and we don't even have no money exchange. Like that makes it difficult. It's like, oh, if you see value in what somebody else does and they see value in what you do, it's an easy barter system.
That you said, man. I need to get into it. I think it would be therapeutic for me. It definitely will be therapeutic for you.
And then it could be as simple as starting something like real small. You ain't got to go crazy with the crops. You could, because you want to crop rotate anyway. So, for instance, you saw the things that Uno wanted to grow in that bed. So the next season, he would want to grow something different that would feed the soil in a different way, because certain things that he grow now, it's going to take certain things from the soil. But that's with anything you grow. That's why they call it crop rotation, so you can keep the soil healthy. You grow something different, or you have different raised beds, and you could rotate however you want to rotate.
But you don't even have to start with raised beds. You can start in just a container. People grow in solo cups.
A pot.
Like the whole, in a pot. You know, so.
Yep.
So do y'all feel the mushroom tea?
When I take it consistently, I do, because it ain't like a one-shot thing and you feel it. It's got to build up into your system from 2 weeks to a month or so for you to even notice anything different. But yeah, I get it in as much as I can. I'm still trying to, like I said, it ain't about being perfect, because I'm still getting off this coffee, but y'all gonna see something in a future segment, process of elimination, that I think will help me very much so.
That?
Yeah.
I think that'll just make you drink more.
No, because if it goes with the Tocinos, then it's like I just mix.
Yeah. Says Pow. Don't get out of here. Definitely gonna add it to the skincare products now. Yes, definitely.
And that's what we here for.
Let us know how your the progress go.
Building that community. Yeah.
You're not lying. That's literally like a local neighborhood pharmacy.
And that's to me, that's the revolution. That's what these folks don't want. Because if they trying to poison your food and then you start growing your food.
Oh, but also the so-called weeds. Well, what they so-called say what is weeds are is this medicine. Like if you just go in your backyard, what's that app? It's a picture ID app.
I can tell you exactly what the name of it is.
But you can go there, say, to pay for it. But if you go back, it'll allow you to take pictures, so then you can see what's growing in your own backyard, and it's medicine. And
they also have a Shroomify where you could
identify
like if you see mushrooms. But even if it says something and you identify the mushrooms, please get you a book. Still, you have to check 4 to 5 times, maybe even more, before you even ingest that mushroom. Just don't go off one source saying, oh, this mushroom said it's supposed to be this, and because there's plenty lookalikes that could kill you.
Yeah.
But the name of that app that tells you what certain plants are, and you can also identify trees too.
That's right, babe.
Picture this. It's got like a little green rose or whatever, but the name of the app is Picture This. And they got it's a free thing on there. They tell you to pay, but if you go to it and it say something about paying, just back up, and then you'll be able to use your camera in your yard to see what you got out there. Because a lot of people, dandelion grow crazy. Yeah, see? Dandelion grow crazy, like Dad was saying.
Hold on. It said me and the wife grow cucumbers, also peppers and tomatoes, and believe it or not, they taste so much better. Yes, in the store. Yep. Yeah, because they don't have the chemicals and all that stuff on there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then grow what you like to eat. Like the same things you buy from the stores. Like it'll be easier for you to put up with some of the trials and tribulations of growing if it's something that you love to grow. Because you're going to want to see it succeed that much more. Like if salsa is your thing, like Dave was saying, or like Uno was saying, yeah, grow those things like tomatoes, peppers, all those things that you want to put in salsa. But that's also pizza sauce. That's like, it's so many things you can make.
Sauce, ketchup.
Yeah, by growing 1 or 2 crops. It's so many things. And think about those value-added products, because if you grow those things, you get certain certifications, then you can sell those things. You're ready for market.
Yeah. And then you can can them or dehydrate them to, preserve it for over the winter. And
then everything that you don't use, you got the compost to make more soil. Like, yes, sir, man.
So, okay, Desmond said the dandelion is considered a weed, but has multiple benefits.
Yes.
But also, like, if you go picking dandelion, make sure it's somewhere where they haven't sprayed.
Yep. You don't want it. And it's like, they say I wouldn't get nothing like off the highway, period. But they say at least go in a couple of miles inside off the edge of the highway, because the city, they like to spray all kinds of fungicides and stuff pesticides and all that to try to kill certain weeds. But yeah, just take you that's a nice little trip to go with you and your significant other or with your kids, and not even picking stuff, just going out to identify. So when times come, exactly, this plant can do this for us. This plant, it's like, even besides dandelion, you find a lot of plantain plants, which you can use the green, and it's the things that come off them are called that psyllium husk. The same thing that you will go to the store and buy, which is a good fiber supplement that's gonna get your bowels moving. Like, it's so much stuff in the yard, man.
And dandelion, you can make wine out of that. You can make, if you're trying to get off coffee, you can roast that. And then also, you can make a dandelion tincture, which helps with high blood pressure. I know they say they precaution to say don't take it, I think, over 2 months, because the dandelion tincture can make your high blood pressure go too low.
Right.
So boom, it worked.
You already you got that right in the front yard. High blood pressure medication. Right in the front yard.
You just gotta reach.
Sweet say, I love the barter system. Me too, man. Yeah. Me too. It make it easier. The ones that activate.
Tap the heart 100 times.
100 times if you learn something new today.
Yep.
Hit me with 100 if you learn something new today. And another thing, we told y'all we was growing those microgreens. So we finally harvested our first microgreen. I told you it might start being melanated mushrooms and microgreens out this piece, man. So look at this. And we grew this under the light. So even if you think that you don't have a green thumb and you ain't ready to quite get outside yet or whatever, this is a way that you can start and you can see quick return on your investment. Yeah, we're gonna start this over again. But we got those things sitting. Oh, okay. I forgot you did both. But I only recorded you cutting.
No, just that one, but it's enough.
But look, all that was put in there is soil, hydrating that soil, and they were made out of.
That was ready in 6 days. You didn't give it to me.
Oh, I did.
I can get up and go get it in a minute.
What, they on top of the thing? Well, anyway, that you don't need to. That thing that they're growing in, that's like the old container from blueberries, raspberries, the cherry tomatoes. You get that little thing, you wash it out, plastic, because it's already got holes in it. Sprinkle you a little bit of soil in there. You get your microgreen seeds, which you can get from Amazon, or you could find a local supplier.
Well, I think he said Johnny Seeds is good because I think you go to other places, it may not germinate. I know he was saying get a small amount at a time because you want to make sure they germinate.
But also, if you got a local farmer that's doing microgreens and they provide seeds, that's what you want to do, because that's killing the carbon footprint. You don't want to have to order. If you could go right down the street and they good, hey, that's it.
And our grandchildren, they liked it. They picked
it out. They taste
those was radishes, and it was spicy. It was good. And it only took 6 days.
Yep, 6 days, and you see full growth. So that's a good way to start. You could throw that to add on in your salad. You could blend it up inside of your smoothie that'll give you that, you know, chlorophyll that you need.
So one year we had grown Brussels sprouts. I pickled them and canned them, named them frog balls, and sewed them and made a kit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Frog balls. I like that.
Hey, yo. They were tearing them frog balls up, wasn't
it? Thank you for the 100 hearts,
appreciate that 100, Dave.
Thank you,
appreciate that 100, Dave.
Damn, I might need to grow Brussels sprouts because I love them. I didn't know that we could grow them ourselves.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I'm ignorant for farming and growing. No, you're not ignorant.
Yeah, that's it.
You just don't know yet.
Yeah. See, ignorant is receiving the knowledge and not applying it. That's what I think.
Willful. What's that?
Willful ignorance. Yeah.
Thank you for the 100, fam.
But you no longer ignorant. Once you started picking those ivies out of that raised bed, ain't no more ignorance. You own it.
Right.
You own, and I already know how.
You want to do something about it.
I already know how you operate. That's gonna be the first raised bed of many for you. I already know.
And so last week I said I was going to start our melanated mushroom kits. Here's where I'm at with it. Do you think I did it?
Did you start?
Did I complete it? No, I didn't start. Well, so the reason why I didn't get it done because realizing that because we were on spring break, and then I'm like, oh wow, we got to set up for our finale and stuff. April 28th, 29th, I think. They having their finale, and so just going through the kids' work and stuff, realizing a lot of them didn't have their stuff done and stuff. And so when I was going through, it just took more time. I'm like, oh no, I got to do this, and we only had like three more times to get them ready. So that's what took the place of that.
What did I say I was gonna do? Let me see.
What did?
This is a good indication that I didn't do it if I don't.
Well, not necessarily.
That's what you said.
See, I got my wood to rebuild it too, bro.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got you a nail gun? That's what I got to get now. I'm right now I'm stalking the Max Bids. I don't know if anybody else got Max Bids where they are, but it's actually an auction site where you can go and bid on things. And man, I be getting stuff that's high cost for the low. Like we got a damn.
It might be named something different.
Sugar cane extractor that I don't know. We looked it up. It's like $700, but we didn't pay that for it.
We need to find a farmer.
Yeah, y'all tap in. Anybody? And y'all start growing some sugar cane so we could trade.
Right. Oh, did you check to see what type of wood you got? Uno. Well, I'm sure you probably made sure it wasn't chemicals and stuff and treated. Yeah.
Well, I ain't even put nothing. Hey, oh no, I put starting that tray. What tray was that? Oh no, I didn't start the tray.
So with our
because I got the grandkids. No excuses though.
But
I'm gonna start it with
tray,
them.
We were supposed to do it with them yesterday. We actually doing it today. So we'll have video, next week. But we also wanted to talk about some other things in Let's Grow Together.
Yeah.
That I think is very important. And that, we work with kids. And so we see a lot of the aftermath of how kids act and stuff.
So we talked about
imagine what goes on at home.
We talked about the physical growth. So could you go to the banner? So now I want to know about that mental growth. And like what we wanted to talk about was communication with kids. So not just your kids, but communication in relationships, period. Not just kids, like between you and your mother, you and your friends or whatever. So like, what's a better way you think you can improve your communication skills between you and your children or any other relationship? What's something that you could reflect and say, well, I could, if I was to do this better, I think the conversation would flow a little bit smoother, get resolved a little bit quicker.
So while they thinking about that, I said Virgos have this big burst of creative energy on new projects and forget about the other 50 things we do. Oh my goodness. Yes.
And you bet not. You bet not remind them of the other 50. And if you do, it's about how you remind them of the other 50.
I was just about to say, it depends on how you say it.
Sometimes they don't even want to hear about the other 50 because you're like, oh, I'm on this now.
Man, that is so true, Phil. Right.
That's a fact.
That pump faking on the tray and blaming the grands, me.
Hey, I'm going to do it. I would do it.
Well, at least he blaming them and not me.
Hold me to the fire. Hold me to the fire. I'm going to do it. It's their fault, but I'm going to do it.
So it said, listen instead of projecting things I did and rely on them.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Des.
So here is something that we want to.
You want to show that the first one? So I follow two people that you might want to get in, get acquainted with. Dr. RJ and Mr. Chaz. Both are professionals. Mr. Chaz, I think, just opened a school in Brooklyn. And RJ, he is a child psychiatrist and I think physical doctor, some kind of. Ooh, what was that?
The door.
But yeah, check them out.
Oh, 1 second.
And let us know if y'all don't hear the clip, if it's trouble hearing it.
Parents, I recently had a discussion with my nephew, very short discussion, so listen in real quick. I asked him a simple question. How would it feel if your mama started yelling at you? And he said, it would be weird. And my following question was, why? And he said, because she never does that. If you're new here, I'm Dr. RJ. I'm a triple board resident at Indiana University specializing in pediatrics, adult psychiatry, and child and adolescent psychiatry. And I love talking to parents about how to communicate with their children better. When you yell at your child, that child does not experience guidance. It feels like a threat to them. The amygdala, it activates because that emotional threat center is now trying to figure out what is going on. The exact same time, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for logic and understanding, goes offline. And so now they're not even processing what you're saying. What they are thinking is, I'm in trouble. I need to protect myself. And maybe even I need to just shut down when you want them to hear your message. So here's what you can do. Take a beat before you react. Check your own emotions before you try to help them. Lower your tone. A calm brain is wide open. A threatened brain is closed as can be. Regulate first and then teach. Because for kids, learning only happens when they feel safe. You don't have to be loud to be effective. So before you react, take a breath. If this helped you, send it to another parent. I love you. I'm always praying for you, and I'll see you next time.
And I'm talking about, bro, I ain't showing you stuff that I don't know if it works or not, something I've heard from somewhere else. I put this into play just yesterday and it works. Like, that's my steady thing, like, to deal with kids. So that's been the mission. It's like, once we started working with kids, and basically you're forced to handle things differently because those aren't your kids. You're not finna holler at them kids like you would do your own. But in that, I was like, okay, why do I even holler at my grandkids if I could control myself and get my point across to kids that have no relation to me? I most definitely owe it to my own grandkids that are relation to me to handle them the same way, gently and just like show them a different way to handle their emotions. And that's what I've been doing. And bro, I'm telling you, this works. Like, just letting them know that they at a 10 and need to come down to a 5. Something as simple as that. So now they're telling each other when they talk to each other now, like, you talking to me at a 10, I need you down at a 5. And that's what I want. Yeah. I heard them saying that amongst each other. I'm like, that's the mission, man.
They're listening to the predicting. Okay, so I know about the 50, where you reminded me of something I already know. All right.
Stop talking. Yeah, that's y'all. But the Sagittarius, like, I know this because you know what? She gonna remind me of something. And I'm like, I know this. What? I know this.
But I don't do it at the same time you do it to me. I'm not tick for tag.
Next question. I mean, next statement.
That's the first step to communication to me.
That's a fact.
To become a better listener, just absorb the conversation and not looking for a chance to reply. Yes.
Yeah, not a
waiting for the rebuttal.
Being a reactive listener. Like you ain't heard nothing somebody said, but you got something to say.
Yes, active listening. Says my mama yelled at me every single day, even when she was happy.
But that's how we grew up, bro. And that's what I get from him. And we're gonna show y'all another video pertaining to this. And Mr. Chaz, it's like, oh, we can't teach a skill that we haven't acquired yet. So that's just like with our parents. Now I get to go back and look like, oh, well, my mama, she just didn't know that skill, or my pops, he didn't know that skill to even teach me that skill. That's why I'm just now getting out of the era where I was popping my grandkids and yelling at them to get my point across or to show them. But now that I've learned some new methods, it's like, okay, I'm purposely, I mean, we get them every weekend anyway, but I'm even more hyped now to get them to put these things in action, man. Because also got to show my daughter how to handle them, and because we wasn't able to give her those skills. You see what I'm saying? So now it's about unlearning and relearning, baby.
Yep. A threatened brain is closed. Facts. I've been that person for years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me too, bro.
So that's on Real Spill right there.
Straight up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right, appreciate you. Yep.
I don't think I was on how to handle emotion. A lot of us.
Neither was I, bro. Neither was I. Like, even though my mom, she wasn't like, I don't think she was as strict. Like, she done swung on me before. But she wasn't, compared to other people, parents or whatever, from my eyes looking, I was like, oh, I thought I had it like more, you know what I'm saying, less. But it still was some things where I had mother issues. And actually, my mother-in-law got me to understand my mother more and like talk to her and work things out and let me know where she was coming from. So I was more receptive. But again, it was coming from a person that wasn't yelling at me, that had nothing to do with all the old stuff. She just...
Your mind open.
Yeah.
What Mom was saying.
Yeah, because she came, she was like, hey, well, why don't y'all, you know what I'm saying? Just asking curious questions, not, oh, you need to talk to your mother and you need to do the... She came from a curious point of view, like, and then that just got me to talking and opening up and enabled me to go back to my mom's, apologize from some of the things, and I talked to her, she apologized to me, and I'm like, our relationship now is 100.
Yeah, my mom, she was gentle.
Yep.
But I think our generation, by us not learning those things, have us in survival mode.
Man, we got a whole generation of I'll beat your ass if you don't do what I say. That's what we grew up on. That's what I used to hear my grandma saying to my mama. There's like it's basically, that's what it's strong arming. And now I think kids with the thing that went on with COVID, and they don't have those natural connections in school how we had, they attach to these screens. We got to find a different way.
Speaking of natural connections, when I said mushrooms open your thought process and how to communicate much better.
Man, that was a
that's
major
what it
catalyst.
do. That mycelium, it connects things in your brain.
Oh no, I'm lying. That was a major catalyst. But we finna show y'all another extreme example, and this is Mr. Chaz showing parents how they could probably better deal with some pushback from their kids being in that teenage age or whichever. Looking on Facebook, yeah.
Is that it?
Believe so. Yeah. So y'all check this out. Because this is like the school that we come from.
So today is going to be the first day that I beat my daughter's ass. And before anybody come at me crazy, this morning I asked my daughter to carry her little sister's book bag to the car and put it in the trunk. And this is what she did. She decided to smash my back window. It's completely shattered. And I don't whip my kids because I'm just not.
What this parent is really saying is that I don't want to hurt my kids. And I've even made a commitment not to hurt my kids, but I don't have the skills to follow through with that. But she's clearly trying her best. Listen to what she says next.
I don't want my kids, man. Like, I don't want to harm them. But I waited. I dropped her off because I knew I was angry and I knew I was going to blow her shit clean out.
So shout out to this parent for knowing that she was in a survival or an emotional state and she was not in a place to actually teach a lesson. It takes time to get up to the executive state where our rational thinking and our best skills are and our wisdom is. So shout out to her for knowing that she was not in a state to teach, that she was in an emotional or survival state where she could not actually teach her child anything.
So I'm going to wait until after school and I could calm my nerves a little bit. I could get my window fixed. Like, look at this shit. It's completely, she broke my fucking window, bro.
Okay, so what's really happening here? She does not have the skills to manage her emotions and respond in an assertive and helpful way. So she's resorting to aggression to try to meet her goals and violence to try to meet her goals. And that's exactly the same thing that the child did. We can't teach a skill that we don't have.
I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to Kohl's. I'm going to pick out a couple belts. Hopefully we can find some with some rhinestones on it.
And you might be saying, but Mr. Chaz, this is clearly a parent who's overwhelmed and she's trying her best. And that same thing can be said for the child as well. But the difference is that the child is still developing their prefrontal lobes. They're still developing their executive state. And so it is all the responsibility for the adult to move up to her own executive state so that she can respond in a helpful way. It's less of the responsibility of the child and it's more the responsibility of the adult if we hope to teach the child to respond to the world instead of aggression, to use assertiveness, instead of trying to use fear and control to get what she wants, to teach her to use connection and collaboration to move towards her goals. And don't get me wrong, I know this is a parent who truly cares about her daughter. I mean, she even said in another video that, like, I spend $600 a month for therapy for this child to sit on this woman's couch. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. And if we really want the child to be able to change the way that she responds to life stressors and feeling overwhelmed, the parent has to change first. It's not just about sending your child to the couch for them to get fixed. It's important that you sit on that couch as well. And maybe not on the same couch as your child, but on a different couch with your own therapist to work through your own stuff so that when these things happen, you're able to self-regulate enough to actually teach a lesson through connection and collaboration instead of fear and control. And just by you being able to respond that way, when life is stressful and hard, then being able to respond in a helpful way as opposed to a harmful, aggressive way will teach her how to do it herself. You can't teach a skill that you don't have. And if you don't have examples for how to handle these situations in a helpful, connected, and collaborative way, it's going to be really hard for you to learn how to do it in similar situations. This is why you probably don't know how to do it. You've made this commitment. You're trying your best not to. You've chosen not to hit your child. You said that in the beginning of the video, but yet, because you don't have the skills, because you didn't have the examples, because you didn't have the leadership growing up, you don't know what else to do in this moment. And so you resort to the fear and control that you likely grew up with.
And I'm going to beat her motherfucking ass.
Now, at this point of the video, you're probably like, okay, Mr. Chaz, what would you do? And if you don't have 2 or 3 things that you think about of different ways to handle the situation rather than hitting the child, then it's likely that you probably didn't have a lot of examples yourself. And just telling you not to do it doesn't teach you what to do. Just like hitting the child and telling them not to do it doesn't teach them what to do, doesn't really teach them the lesson. So here are a few things that I think would be helpful to know if you're in this situation or you're about to be in this situation, even a child with oppositional defiant disorder. These are some things that would be helpful, even with little to no context. She didn't give us a lot of details about what happened leading up to it, but I'm going to give you a few things if you're in the situation. One, thinking about it preventively. It sounded like she was giving her child something. She was telling her to put her backpack away when she was already upset. And knowing that your child has ODD or has a tendency to be resistant and maybe aggressive when things don't go her way, it would be helpful to kind of connect with her in this moment before you're telling her, you're giving her things to do that she doesn't already want to do. Connection primes the brain for willingness. So if we want to help the child kind of move up to her own executive state and access her own best skills, connection is one way to do that. Now, the 4 components of connection are eye contact, touch, a playful situation, and presence. And so just thinking about how to connect with this child before you're giving them this thing to do on their own independently without your supervisional support is something that would be helpful and would help the child be more successful in what your expectations are. Number 1. Number 2, it sounds like she was already mad before she told her to go put the backpack in the car, and taking that time in that moment to talk about those feelings and helping her process those feelings and helping her actually communicate her feelings in that moment before the whole backpack situation happens is something that could potentially be helpful. Now, I'll have to do a whole nother video of what that sounds like and what that looks like. And also it depends on the age, right? Because the way that you process feelings for a 3-year-old will be different for a 5-year-old, will be different for a 7-year-old, will be different for a 12-year-old, will be different for an adult. So that is something to think about. Now, number 3.
So that she know, hey, the next time I'm mad at my mom, I'm not about to throw shit. I'm not going to fuck up her car. I'm going to just say I'm mad. We're going to use our words because if you want to destroy my shit, y'all parenting a child with ODD, I swear to God, that shit be making, this shit is not for the fucking weak. I swear to God, it's not.
I usually don't talk about consequences too much on here because it's really more about the other skills. And for consequences to actually be helpful and effective, you do need to use the other 7 skills. You need assertiveness. You need your own composure. You need empathy. You need encouragement. You need to see the best in them. You need positive intent. You need all of these skills to make consequences actually effective. And a lot of us need work on those skills before we really start thinking seriously about consequences. Now, I think it just does sound like a child who is old enough to understand. I mean, she seems strong enough to break the window. She's probably old enough for maybe potentially a logical consequence here. And I don't really talk about this too much because you can solve most problems without the logical consequence. But let's say that we decided to do a logical consequence, and this is something that'd be helpful. Number 1, a logical consequence is something that is related, reasonable, and respectful. Now, I can get more into that into another video, but I will be specific here about what a consequence could be, what one would sound like. I'll give you an example. One example could be working towards fixing the window. Now, you might fix the window, but you also give her a job to do, like you have to do X, Y, and Z to earn this money so that you can help pay for the window, right? Or you got to come with me to the appointment to go see them put the window and see all the work that it does, right? Or maybe you maybe you can talk to the person who's helping with the window and they can be a part in somehow helping put the window back together. Respectful, reasonable, and related. Hitting her is not related, it's not respectful, and honestly, it's not reasonable because when you make a mistake or you do something, this parent is letting her emotions get the best of her and she's reacting with aggression. And I think it's unreasonable to hit this parent for her behavior, just like it's unreasonable to hit the child for her behavior. The problem is the parent doesn't know what else to do. And so here are a few things to think about, to start thinking about.
We're gonna wrap up now, y'all.
To do Now, this is going to, again, probably require her to do some inner work for her to even get to this place to implement some of these things in the moment. And there's also a lot of conversation about the, practice and getting better at being able to connect and being able to understand the child in the moment and being able to compose yourself and not take her behavior personally. Like that's a lot of work that it takes. It's not as simple as just saying to do it. It takes work to do. But the work is worthy of doing because this is a parent that truly cares about her child. And if she really wants the result that she's looking for her child to communicate with her words instead of aggression, the parent has to be the model to do it first.
Man, I know that was a mouthful and that was a lot and he was long-winded, but that's how serious we are about communication, not only with kids, people in your everyday life. Communication is key. Communication is leading to understanding.
Yeah. My issue was not understanding my mother's struggles, and top that off with abandonment issues from my dad. As a grown man, made it almost impossible for me to communicate with my children softly.
Well, I swear, we got them similar upbringings, but that's a lot like everybody's. Well, not everybody's, but from where we from, and from if you lived in a certain era, grew up in a certain way, and your mother grew up in a certain way, like I don't know, that's a lot. A lot of us grew up like that, and I think that's what you're saying too, Uno, is dead on. Like it's all about perspective. Like I feel like you got a different perspective now of what your mother was going through, so you can have that grace. And even your father, it's like I don't really talk to my father. I don't have that much contact with him, but I ain't got no Anna none at all. I don't have no Anna no Anna is short for animosity.
Oh, I thought you was about to say
no.
I thought
and no problems nothing like that towards him. It's just like he's not, and I'm not saying this because I wasn't a top priority in his life. Like right now, where I'm trying to be, the people that are immediately surrounded by me, that's who I got to be right for. And they at the top of my list when it comes to priorities and communicating and how I talk to them and the relationships we have amongst each other, man.
Yeah, you wasn't able to, communicate with your kids softly because you didn't have the skills.
Yep. That's like I wasn't able to communicate with nobody softly until like
yeah, y'all were going off of your emotional state
and
not
like
your
said,
executive.
And I don't even think executive then like or emotional, like even under emotional is survival. You got the survival state of the brain, emotional, which where most kids like that's their spot, the emotional, and then you got the executive function, like hence being higher, raising your vibration. Your lower self, that's survival. That's down here in the brain, survival. And then you got emotional. So emotional and survival, when you're in those two states, you can't teach nothing.
I would have yelled like hell.
Yeah, man. What you saying?
We can't teach a skill we don't have.
That's a fact.
Yes.
That's a fact. And that's like being able to give yourself grace, because how you expect to know, like, to do all this stuff and you haven't been taught that skill.
Yeah, the prefrontal lobe isn't fully developed until around the age of 22.
And see, we talking scientifically now. So knowing all this stuff scientifically, that has to come into a play. I know it's hard to do that when you in your emotional state, but that's where he said get that skill of breathing and letting it go for the moment and letting it, because you don't have to say something or you don't have to correct or get that off right then and there. Just wait till your brain gets out of that survival or emotional state. And when you feel more level-headed and calm and you're in that executive state, you come up with a solution.
And that's doing the work.
Doing the work.
Well, that is doing the work. If you're working on yourself before you respond, to that, and you have to define different ways because it's just different situations. And
it's a daily practice. It's not, I found the work, I know what to do, we good. No, because every situation is going to be different. Yeah. And then like Mr. Chaz was saying, so follow Mr. Chaz and follow Dr. RJ or whatever for good content about communication with your child, with anybody, for real, because I feel like you could use these skills in any relationship.
Yeah, I'm so proud of me and how I now respond to things that I don't agree with or feel that doesn't make sense.
Hey, I'm proud of you too, bro.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you too.
Yes. The therapy is definitely necessary.
Yes. And therapy can come in different forms.
Yep. So, because I know we go a little bit over.
Yeah, since we was late coming on with y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Growth doesn't have to be big. It just have to be intentional.
And consistent.
Yes.
Intentional and consistent.
So now that we've talked about what we're growing in our lives and heal space for each other, it's time to talk about what we're removing from our lives.
Hey. I was saying for y'all.
So welcome to Process of Elimination, where we explore alternatives that help us live healthier, cleaner, and more intentional lives. Growth isn't just about what we add into our lives. It's also about what we choose to remove.
Ooh, that's a bar.
So last week we showed you how to make a tuna alternative with chickpeas.
Did y'all try it? Anybody try the tuna recipe? If you did, let us know what you think.
Yeah, and today we will show you how to make your own dairy-free creamer. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Also, how will it help you? How would this help you?
The dairy-free creamer?
Yeah.
So,
you said with the teacher. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, you're not gonna have. So if you look at about a bunch of creamers or non-dairy creamers, no matter the creamer that you getting from the store, you see they have a lot of unnecessary unnecessary ingredients, basically for shelf life. So if you ain't not worried about the shelf life, because what we finna show you now is a creamer that you can use all week. It's good for 5 days if you don't add sweetener. But getting rid of all those gums and things that you can't pronounce that don't even need to go in there. You just trying to put a little cream to your coffee.
Yep, here we go.
Detox, and today I want to show you how to make a really delicious, thick, foamy, creamy, non-dairy milk for your coffee. Because one thing I missed whenever I went vegan and I stopped having dairy products was something to pour into my coffee. Because all the conventional, non-dairy milks like almond milks or soy milks, the shop-bought ones, whenever you put them into your coffee, they tend to separate a little bit and they just aren't as nice. I mean, you can foam the soy milk and that's fine. Almond milk just really does not foam well unless it's made the way that I'm going to show you today. So
can you hear us? You sound kind of low.
It takes under 5 minutes to make. I make about 2 liters of almond milk every single day, and I make this coffee creamer while I'm making it. And I want you to know how easy it is so you can do it too. So there's a couple of things that you need. The first thing that you need is 1 cup of soaked almonds. So I soak these for about 24 hours, and just almonds in a big jug with double the amount of water. And just let them sit. You can actually let them sit for up to 72 hours, but no less than 12, no more than 72.
She got to be from Ireland.
Is fine. So 1 cup of almonds. You also need about double the amount of water. So this is about 2 cups of water. You will need some kind of blender. Today I'm going to use a NutriBullet. So if you have a NutriBullet, you want to use the big cup of the NutriBullet. If you just have a conventional blender, that's fine. You will need a big jug for putting everything in afterwards. If you have a nut milk bag, these are absolutely fantastic for making almond milk. They cost about £1.30 on Amazon. And I would highly recommend that you get one, even if you just want to try making almond milk. If you don't have a nut milk bag, get some muslin cloth. Again, you can just buy it from Amazon or even use a tea towel and put it inside a sieve. And then once the almonds are blended, then what you do is you just pour it into the sieve. If you're using a muslin cloth, I recommend 3 sheets of muslin cloth on top of each other. That gives you a really good fine mesh sieve and you don't get lots of bits. And then the final thing that you need is some coconut oil. Now, I am using processed coconut oil today. And the reason why I'm using processed coconut oil is because it doesn't have any taste. If you use regular like Vita Coco, then you'll get like a little coconutty taste, which I don't mind at all, but some people don't really like a coconutty taste in their coffee. So if you don't mind it and you want to use unrefined extra virgin, go on ahead. Vita Coco is the brand that I recommend. Otherwise, just 100% pure coconut oil. This is really cheap. This is £1.50 in Tesco.
Which is refined.
You basically just get the almonds and you pour them into the cup, and then you fill about double the amount of water. You don't want to have too much water. Actually, I would say, let me settle them down and see. Yeah, about that. Yeah, just a little bit more. So you just want them to be covered about 2/3 with water. And then you're just going to pick up your coconut oil and you're just going to pour. It's probably about a teaspoon. I just give it a, I would say it's 2 teaspoons.
Honestly, I think that's the secret.
Coconut oil. And again, you can adjust these quantities and use more or less as you need. And then you're just going to put your blade on your coconut oil.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you're going to blend it in your trusty NutriBullet for about a minute, I would say.
A regular blender.
So once that is
whatever
blended,
you got on hand,
simply lift it off, open the lid, and then
also how you make
you're
milk.
going to get your nut milk bag, and you're going to put it inside the jug, and then you're going to pour
minus the coconut, unless you want thick
milk into
milk.
The nut milk bag.
Then you add some dates.
Now, once you have it in the nut milk bag, then what you want to do is just close the string. I'll move it back a bit. And then you're just going to pick it up. And you could just let it drip through here if you want, but I like to pick it up. Just give it a little gentle squeeze with my hands. And you're just going to squeeze all of that milk through.
Squeezing the nut milk out the nut bag.
The liquid is gone. So what you're left with is a really delicious, lovely, thick coffee creamer. Now, if you like your coffee creamer even thicker and you want to make it almost like cream, then you would increase the ratio of almonds and decrease the ratio of water. So you would do 2 cups of almonds to 2 cups of water. And this I find is absolutely perfect. I have a coffee machine and I like to foam the almond milk in the coffee machine in the morning, which makes it really thick and creamy and lovely. Now, a little tip, you can add some sweetener to this if you want. However, if you add sweetener to it, the shelf life isn't as long. I actually sometimes before blending add just a little pinch of Himalayan mountain salt or Celtic sea salt, and it doesn't make it taste salty at all, but it does preserve the life of the almond milk. If you put sugar in this will only really last in the fridge for 2 to 3 days. If you don't put any sugar in it, this can last in the fridge for 5 to 6 days.
So keep your sweetener separate.
Delicious homemade almond coffee creamer in under 5 minutes. Now, if you would like a free 7-day detox, all you have to do is enter your email address.
Well, thank you. So that's Dave, what Dave, what you laughing at, man? The nut bag? I know you gotta squeeze the nut milk from the nut bag.
After you get around to making the chickpea tuna, okay, let us know when you do, sis.
Hey, when she said that, Dave, it got hot in here, didn't it? Didn't it get hot?
Squeeze the nut milk from the nut bag. It's crazy,
it got hot in here, from man.
Yeah. Okay, so we done went 6 minutes over.
We greatly appreciate y'all for tapping in,
for
man.
Staying with us.
And again, tell a friend to tell a friend. We still trying to get to that 200 to 250 subscribers.
Where we at? I think we like 141.
Hey, we steady racking up. So you know what I'm saying?
We may bring in a random giveaway.
Who knows? Because y'all showing out. Y'all showing out. We greatly appreciate y'all for being here. Hey, love you too, bro.
Oh, love you too.
Straight up, bro. We appreciate you. You family now. You stuck with us.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all being here with us and sharing this space to create, educate, and celebrate.
Yep. So, as we always say, maybe this was for you.
Maybe it wasn't.
Everything ain't for everybody.
Peace.
Peace